Well, folks, certainly an honor to be hosting the first ever Bob Awards. Of course, Bob standing for Best of the Best. Folks, this is the mid-year 2021 Bob Awards. There will be another at the end of 2021 to recognize the films that came out over the span of the year. You may see some of the same nominees. You will, of course, see some different ones, I expect. Folks, let's get right into it. I have a few notes just because this is the first Bob ceremony. I want to make sure that everyone at home is, of course, aware of how this will be conducted. I'm just going to preface this with this specific Bob Award might be a little lame in some categories just because the Oscars have already covered so many of them because they had extended the deadline, of course, to accept some of the 2021 films. So there will be some overlap. Don't be too surprised. Don't be too shocked if a lot of the winners were the same ones that the Oscars chose. There will be no documentary or short film categories just because I haven't really seen much of any. I've seen a few documentaries, but I just don't think it's enough to justify a competition at this point in the year. Another thing I should probably mention just before we start is that this is the mid-year Bob ceremony. Again, I've said that, but that means that it will cover all the films releasing from January to the end of June. So anything that has released in July is not eligible for this award ceremony. It will be for the one later at the year at the end, and you will probably see many July films at the end. But as of right now, only January through June. And folks, I want to welcome some of the presenters we will have tonight. You will see them as we go through the ceremony. I believe we have a total of, 7 guest presenters. Some familiar faces, some entirely new faces. So folks, just make sure to give them some love in the comments below because they dedicated their time and I'm very appreciative for them being so supportive of both the channel and the Bob Awards. Without further ado, let's get into the first category. Folks, presenting the first category tonight, animated feature, will be my good friend. He's the EDPC Review's probably biggest supporter, to be honest with you. You can probably see him in the comments of almost every video. He likes every video. He leaves, he is just such a great guy. Folks, Samuel Ehrlichman.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Ethan. Welcome to the Bob Award ceremony, the very first one of its kind. I am Samuel. I'm going to be one of the hosts today for this very first and amazing ceremony of films that we've had this year. Thank you, Ethan, creator and mastermind behind all of this, and EDPC. And today I've been given the honor of showing 2 different awards. First one is animated feature. I have this envelope delivered to me from EDPC himself, and let's see what the nominations are. First one for animated feature is Luca.
Bravo, Figaro, bravo, bravissimo, bravo.
All right, just let me do the talking and act casual. He doesn't do well with fear. Hey, Papa! I brought some friends for dinner. Is there enough for 4?
Oh, what's wrong with you, stupid?
The Mitchells vs. the Machines.
This is our last night together before Katie leaves, so let's savor this. How about we put our phones down and we can make 10 seconds of unobstructed family eye contact. Starting right...
This seems...
Put your phone down. Now.
And Raya and the Last Dragon. Personally, I've only seen Raya and the Last Dragon and Luca. Now, Luca, oh man, what a heartwarming story. It was a little how do I put this? It wasn't original, but the animation was great. The story was great. I personally really loved it. It's probably top 10 of my Pixar films. And Raya and the Last Dragon, that animation was just beautiful, but the story itself was kind of bland and boring for me. I if it wasn't for the just amazing animation that Disney put into this, I wouldn't have enjoyed this film. Mitchell's vs. the Machines, I've heard it's great. I heard it's nothing amazing, but I heard it's a good watch. Now, I think that Raya and the Last Dragon will win this because we are judging this by animation and not by the story. The winner goes to Luca. Well, okay, Luca, it's great. I congratulate Luca for winning the Bob Award, and let's move on to visual effects.
Well, folks, there's animated feature for you. Luca was certainly, in my opinion, the best of the bunch, with some tough competition, to be sure. It's not actually about, just to correct you, Sam, a little bit, I didn't do it for the animation itself. Otherwise, I probably would have chosen Raya and the Last Dragon, as he reasoned. But I did choose the best, my favorite of the bunch.
Now, the second envelope. Let's see what we have in here. Nominations include Chaos Walking,
The mayor. Hide your noise.
That problem, boys?
I'm Todd Hewitt.
No problem. Very clever use of your noise, sir.
F9, Godzilla vs. Kong, The Tomorrow War, and Zack Snyder's Justice League.
For Darkseid. Not impressed.
I personally have seen Chaos Walking, Godzilla vs. Kong, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. All of these were, again, we are judging animation by animation, we're going to judge this by visual effects. They all had pretty damn good visual effects, because, you know, it's 2021, effects are getting better and better. However, Chaos Walking, it was just a terrible movie. The effects itself, visual and sound, were just amazing, but other than that, it was boring and acting wasn't great. F9, I heard it was good, but it's not. That's more of an action movie, and effects may have been good, but not amazing. Godzilla vs. Kong, now that was an okay movie. It was part of the original trilogy. Now they're having more films, and it was great. The visual effects were amazing. And Justice League by Zack Snyder, well, it was okay. Like, it wasn't all new. There was one scene that was new, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, it just wasn't that good. I think the award should go to Godzilla vs. Kong, so let's see. And the winner is Godzilla vs. Kong. Alright, well, thank you for joining me in these very special Bob Awards, and thank you, Ethan.
Well, Sam, I couldn't have said it better myself. You, of course, predicted the correct winner. I think Godzilla vs. Kong takes this handily. Folks, time to move on now to the best song category. And I think we have a musical performance from a great guest out in the audience tonight. Folks, say hello to Ethan Dubofsky.
My name is Ethan, and I like to express everything in song. So, here it goes. If you change your mind.
All right, I think that's enough of that, folks. Best song. And the nominees are Fight For You from Judas and the Black Messiah, How the World Works, Bo Burnham Inside.
How about you give it a try? All right. The simple narrative taught in every history class is demonstrably false and pedagogically classist.
Problematic, Bo Burnham Inside.
Times are changing and I'm getting old. Are you gonna hold me accountable? My bed is empty and I'm getting cold. Isn't anybody gonna hold me accountable? I'm problematic.
Shit, Bo Burnham Inside.
Are you feeling what I'm feeling? I haven't had a shower in the last 9 days. Staring at the ceiling and waiting for this feeling to go away. But it won't go away.
And Welcome to the Internet, Bo Burnham Inside.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be the first.
Well, folks, Bo Burnham Inside with 4 nominations out the gate in the Best Song category, and the winner is How the World Works from Bo Burnham Inside.
That is how the world works. That is how the world works. From A to zebra to the worms in the dirt. That's how it works.
Folks, this was of course tough to decide. Personally, that is just a favorite of mine. Let me know down in the comments below if you thought there was a better song either from Bo Burnham Inside or just in the year in general. Folks, the next 2 categories will actually be presented by an actor who I've worked with a few times now. He is in the unreleased and will probably forever be unreleased San Francisco Scandal. I'll show a clip of him there. David Dubofsky.
Raymond Chow, I sentence you to 23 years in prison for gun trafficking.
I'll testify.
Let him speak.
Peter Chong, murder for hire, arson, and just about anything else that'll convict him.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to announce the nominees for Best Sound. The nominees are Chaos Walking, F9, Godzilla vs. Kong, In the Heights,
If I won the lotto tomorrow, well, I know I wouldn't bother going on no spending spree. I pick a business school and pay the entrance fee. And maybe if you're lucky, you'll stay friends with me. I'll be a businessman richer than Nina's daddy. Tiger Woods and I on the links, and he's my caddy. My money's making money. I'm going from pole to moto. Keep the bling. I want the brass ring like Frodo.
and surprisingly for sound, we have A Quiet Place Part 2.
Ronnie, what we got? We got units headed out there now. EMS and fire. Whereabouts? I think up by Walker's farm.
And the winner is, for Best Sound, A Quiet Place Part 2. Oh my gosh. And next, we will be announcing the nominees for Best Score. Quite an illustrious... And now we will be announcing the nominees for Best Score, an illustrious category. The first nominee, The Courier. Great movie. Luca. Minari. A Quiet Place Part 2. And the last nominee for Best Score, Zack Snyder's Justice League. And the winner for Best Score this year is Luca. Congratulations.
Well done, David. Certainly, Luca had a great Italian vibe, and the score really sold that. You know, Minari definitely came in close for me, but I think Luca has to take the cake. Folks, I will be presenting the next category for production design. The nominees are as follows. The Courier.
Sorry, James, I know you said you had an office in the Board of Trade, but is it possible you actually work at a different branch of Her Majesty's government? Oh my. This is unexpected. I'm sorry, I don't understand why. I'm just a salesman.
The Father.
Do you know her?
Who?
My mother. She...
No.
Oh. She has such big eyes. I can see her face now. She was... I hope she'll come and see me sometime. Do you think, Mommy? You were saying she might come occasionally at the weekend.
Your daughter?
No. Mommy. I want my mommy. I want my mommy. I want to get out of here.
In the Heights. Judas and the Black Messiah.
You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom. I said, hey, a revolutionary. Hey, a revolutionary. Hey, a revolutionary. Hey, a revolutionary.
And One Night in Miami.
Together, yeah. Everybody. Let me hear you. You got it, you got it.
And the winner of the Bob is The Father. Folks, the production design of The Father was outstanding. If you see some of my Oscar prediction videos way back when, it was one I was championing to at least get nominated, and I'm very glad it did at the real ceremony, and of course it won here, The Father, for production design. Folks, presenting the next two categories is a good friend of mine. You know, I think he might be in some financial trouble. He's having kids soon, so that's exciting. Let's go to Guy Marmor for makeup and hairstyling as well as costume design.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Guy Marmor. I will be presenting tonight's awards for makeup and hairstyle and costume design. I am so excited about this. You have no clue, honestly. I have roughly $70,000 riding on both awards, and yes, that is much more than half my savings. But you know, I believe. Like the Mormons, like the Muslims, I believe. All right, let's get this started. Jimmy, you have the papers? Thank you. All right. Let me. Sorry, it's hard to get it out. Now, for the makeup and hairstyle nominees, we have Cruella,
Here's to me.
Do you have a light?
garbage movie, bro. Oh my god. Cruella, if Cruella wins, I'm shooting one of my kids. I mean, not shooting one of my kids. Technically, I don't have any born kids. The twins are on the way. My wife's pregnant. But, you know, if Cruella wins, it's the same as killing them, because I will not be able to pay for her birthing fees, you know? We don't have insurance. Clearly. Anyway. Judas and the Black Messiah. Mortal Kombat. I see this one winning 100%. And again, let me remind you all that I haven't seen any of the movies, but it's an intuition that I just developed. Next up is the United States versus Billie Holiday.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root.
And finally, we have Zack Snyder's Justice League. And the winner for makeup and hairstyling is... you know, you win some, you lose some. 70,000, what is that, like? I don't know. Chump change, bro. It was Cruella. It happens. I wonder if they let you, like, if they'll let me, like, abandon one of my unborn twins, cut the bill in half. I don't know. I'll have to talk with the hospital administrators. I could sell one of them. I mean, that works. Anyway. Damn, I was really gonna have like a whole kind of Leo and Stitch type thing. I really had great names for twins, man. Kate and Duplicate, all of them, man. Alright. Now for costumes. The nominees follow as such.
Actually, folks, I do have to interject here for a bit because he did mess up the nominations for makeup and hairstyling. They are not the same, I assure you. The nominations are Army of the Dead, Cruella, One Night in Miami, The United States versus Billie Holiday, and The Woman in the Window.
He was in prison for assault. He was in prison. He shouldn't be in New York. He's been in her house. He must have met her. Her earring is beside his bed, and he borrowed a knife from me, and he's been in prison. And he was fired from his job. His assistant died. He threatened me in my home. He beats his child. I'm a child psychologist. I know how to identify a child who's in danger, who's being abused. And I saw Alistair slap Ethan in my home yesterday.
And of course fucking Cruella won. Okay. I'm out $147,000, $140,000, I don't know, a good amount of money. You know, some of you might have won some money, lost some money. Some of you just wanted to tune in to hear these awards. I don't know why you would. It's, who freaking cares about this topic, man? Like, what? But, I mean, truth be told, I'm sad. You know, I'm bordering on depression right now. I just lost $140,000. Yeah, no, I can't. Alright, thank you. Thank you for watching.
Well, sorry to hear that, guy. You know, financial trouble is never easy. Just don't go too hard on Jimmy. You know, he's a good guy, presenting letters to everybody, you know, the envelopes. And if we need to work out, sort of, you know, you sell me one of the kids as like a prop for the show, I think it would go nicely. Like if I put a pedestal there or something like that, we could work that out. I'd be willing to pay a large sum of money, get you out of some of that financial trouble. Just call me later. Give me a call later. Let's move on. Folks, presenting the next two categories is also a good friend of mine. He is in many EDPC productions. He is, of course, Indiana Bones himself, as well as many other of the D-Tech productions. You can find that playlist hopefully up here if I can find it and put it in. Folks, Jacob Cambor.
Alright folks, we have the nominations for Best Editing of 2021 so far. The nominations are Bo Burnham, Inside.
Are you feeling nervous? Are you having fun? It's almost over, it's just begun. Don't overthink this, look in my eye. Don't be scared, don't be shy. Come on in, the water's fine. You say the ocean's rising like I give a shit. You say the whole world's ending, honey, it already did. You're not gonna slow it, heaven knows you tried. Got it good, now get inside. We're going to go where everybody knows everybody.
The Father. Judas and the Black Messiah. Nomadland. And last but not least, A Quiet Place Part 2. And the winner for Best Editing so far of 2021 is The Father. Alright folks, moving on to the nominations for Best Cinematography of the year so far, we have Bo Burnham, Inside. In the Heights. Judas and the Black Messiah. Minari.
데이비, 우리가 그 스튜피드 스틱 썼어? 어떻게 찾았어?
머리를 썼지.
머리를 썼지. 또! 무서워.
And finally, Nomadland. And the winner for Best Cinematography 2021 so far is Nomadland.
All right, folks, not much of a shock in either of those categories. I think both did fairly well and absolutely deserved the awards. Let's move on to another actor, or actress, I should say, who has not been, I don't think, in any of my films, really, a few short sketches, but my beloved mother, Angela Dubofsky.
And the nominees for Original Screenplay are Judas and the Black Messiah, Luca, Minari, Pieces of a Woman.
She does like you. She's just
No, she
show it.
doesn't.
She did just buy us a car.
She did. But it was also a statement, too. She bought the car knowing I could buy the car. She wanted to minimize me. It's not here. Next room. That's why she bought a minivan. She wants to emasculate me. That's a good horn. Ooh. The power. Rawr.
Anita was so jealous.
Oh, my goodness. Who cares what Anita thinks? Fuck her. What does it matter?
It doesn't matter. It's just...
It doesn't matter at all. That's what matters right there. Look at that thing.
Oh, my God.
And Shiva Baby.
What?
Nothing.
What? What is it? What? It's literally nothing, okay? Well, you're laughing, so what's so fucking funny? Nothing's fucking funny. Nothing's funny, okay?
And the winner is Judas and the Black Messiah. Congratulations. And the nominees for Adapted Screenplay are The Father, The Mauritanian,
Would you like me to step outside?
Yeah. Keep going.
You don't want to pray?
Are you religious? No. Why do you care?
I don't. I care about you.
What do you want me to sign, Nancy? Who am I suing today? God?
No one today.
Then why are you here?
No reason in particular. I just didn't want you to be alone.
Nomadland, One Night in Miami, and A Quiet Place Part 2. Before I announce the winner, I just want to mention that we must act now if we want to save this planet. Climate change is real. Science is real. Black Lives Matter. Get vaccinated. And the winner for a Best Adapted Screenplay is One Night in Miami.
Wow, Angela, great job. I'd say both of those scripts absolutely do deserve the Bob. I love One Night in Miami, and I love Judas and the Black Messiah. I think both are great films with great screenplays. Let's move on to one of the very first EDPC actors, the good man Stephen Dubofsky, who played Charles in the Agent of Smith films. Stephen?
You thought that was all priority? Think again. It's a factory. They reproduce until I die.
Then so be it. Charles, no. We can still defeat him. Another way. This is for the world, Smith. You would do the same. Charles, there has to be another way. Huh? We had a good run, didn't we? Charles, no!
Yeah, Charles, no.
Goodbye. As Charles, I know what it's like to be a supporting actor. So, the nominees for the Bobs is Aldous Hodge, One Night in Miami. Colin Firth, Supernova.
Well, it certainly hasn't changed much. We slept in that minuscule car of yours. Yeah, and we'd only known each other for about 5 minutes. It was long enough for you to tell me you loved me. Did I? Really? Well, I've always been very impulsive. Come on.
Corey Hawkins, In the Heights. Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah. Eli Gorey, One Night in Miami. And the winner is Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah. Here are the nominees for the Best Supporting Actress. Emma Thompson, Cruella. Han Yeri Minari. Jodie Foster, The Mauritanian. Millicent Simmons, A Quiet Place, Part 2. Olivia Colman, The Father. And the winner is Olivia Colman, The Father.
Both truly remarkable performances presented by what may be the best supporting actor of all times. All time. But folks, we have the acting categories left, without the supporting, of course. We just covered those. And who better to present them than the one, the only, who has been the main actor in so much, folks. Agent Smith himself, Ryan Dubofsky.
Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, what? I have a job for you. The boss kind of got me fired because I'm 30 and all, but I have different plans. And what are those? Well, could be able to step up your career. How so? Well, this is gonna need a little gadgets first. What are you doing? Enhancing the magnesium storage. What does that mean? I'm adding lasers to it. What are you doing? Adding X-ray vision. Yes, yes. Whose beauty is this? Yours. Yes, yes, yes!
Thank you, Ethan. It's been quite a night. Let's get into the nominations for the Best Actor Award, shall we? We have Anthony Hopkins for The Father. That was a very sad movie. Kingsley Ben-Adir for One Night in Miami. That was a very good movie. Well, so was The Father, but you know. Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami. Shia LaBeouf for Pieces of a Woman. I am yet to see that one. Steven Yeun for Minari. That was also a very good movie. And the winner for the Best Actor of the Year so far is Kingsley Ben-Adir from One Night in Miami. Now, time to get into the actresses of the mid-year, I guess. Emma Stone from Cruella. Frances McDormand from Nomadland. Rachel Sennett from Shiva Baby. Vanessa Kirby from Pieces of a Woman. And Zendaya from Malcolm and Marie. And the winner for Best Actress of the Mid-Year is Vanessa Kirby.
Alright, thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Kirby, the video game character.
I'll shoot you off this.
Well, tonight has been a very good night, and I hope I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night.
You've been drinking a little much. Let's get you off the stage, bud. Yeah, give a hand for. Oh, you're breaking the set.
Should throw the glass at the ground.
Both absolutely excellent performances. Let's move on now to the final ones. Folks, as the director of so many EDPC productions, I think it only fair that I present this category. The nominees for Best Director are Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, Florian Zeller for The Father, John Krasinski for A Quiet Place Part 2, Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, and Regina King for One Night in Miami. And folks, the bob goes to Chloe Zhao for Nomadland. Folks, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that she deserves that award. Now, normally they would do Best Picture, but folks, I have both Best Picture and Favorite Picture because I believe in a distinction between the two. Let's start with my favorite picture thus far, the mid-year bobs from January to June of 2021. The nominees for my favorite picture are Bo Burnham, Inside, The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, One Night in Miami, and A Quiet Place Part 2. And the winner is A Quiet Place Part 2. Folks, go check out my review of that one if you haven't already. It's an amazing film. It really improves on the original in so many ways, and I think it absolutely deserves the spot of #1 film of the year thus far, my favorite. But folks, the final category of the night, the Best Picture that was released in 2021. Let's get into the nominees. The Father. Judas and the Black Messiah. Minari. Nomadland. And Shiva Baby. And the best picture thus far of 2021 is Nomadland. Folks, I hope you're not too disappointed with these results. You know, the Oscars got it right this year in so many regards. Nomadland picture, Zhao director. It's hard to go against that, folks. I'm just going to leave you with a few of these statistics. The Father and Nomadland take home the most wins of the night, both with 3 apiece. Certainly not that many. The most nominations has to go to Judas and the Black Messiah and One Night in Miami, tied for 9 apiece. I might include these somewhere in the description for those that might be interested in these statistics like I am. But folks, I had an absolute blast hosting the first ever Bob Awards. Folks, if you have any feedback, because I do plan on doing this again at the end of the year, as I said, with probably more nominations for the pictures. I'm thinking 10 apiece, as well as just more films coming out in the back half of the year as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. It should be a much better show, much more attuned, and just better all around. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Folks, I have been EDPC Reviews. This has been The Bobs. I've been very glad to do this. It has been an absolute pleasure. Once again, thank you to all of the guest hosts. Folks, I will see you at the next Bob ceremony. Bye-bye.